everybody, this is Chris from Stylharmony. Thank you for joining me. So in today's video I am going to show you how to make this little cute little basket only made out of foam, and I'm going to show you how you can also form these heat form, let's say, these little flowers here and put them in shape. And the same thing here with the foam. Everything here is made out of foam, and I really like it because it's super lightweight and it's very easy to manipulate, and the look of it is just beautiful. So the only materials you will need here to make this, again, is foam. Fun foam, regular fun foam. You will need some hot glue, scissors, and any kind of shape of flowers. So I have some dies, and I used my dies to already cut my flower here. So this is the color I'm going to use this time. And I've cut also these leaves. It's supposed to be, again, a flower, but I'm going to call this my base as for a leaf. And I've cut out here a few other shapes of flowers that I'm going to use here. I don't know which one yet. I will see while I'm doing my basket. So once you've cut out your flower, and if you don't have any dies, you can always cut this with some scissors, and you can Google flower patterns on Google Images, and you will find a lot of them. It can be different. You don't have to have the exact shape that I'm using right now. And you will just trace it, print it, trace it out, and cut it. It's very easy to cut into foam. So now that I have my flower, I'm going to have to cut a little bit more here, my petals. So I'm just going to go inside here, not cutting my fingers, and I'm going to go and cut a little bit further along. Don't need much. I don't have to go to the center, certainly not, but just a tiny bit. Can't give you measurements still because I don't know how your flower is going to be. Okay, let's see if it's okay. And if you didn't cut it perfectly, sometimes with some petals it's not easy. Just go back and make it look nicer. If you feel better with some more smaller scissors, just go ahead. I'm just trying to make my petals nice because they're going to overlap each other. So for some petal it's okay, but for some others I want this to look really neat. This one is not neat. And it's so easy to cut. I just love that. I love the look of it. Okay, I think it may be on that one here, and that's gonna be good. Alright, so now you cut all your little petals here a little bit. You're going to use some hot glue, and we're going to overlap them just a tiny bit. You don't have to overlap them like the half of it, just a tiny bit. So I'm going to do a little close-up here. I have one other tool you might want to have is either an ironing tool, or this is a tool you use to flatten out your hair. So this is also going to be handy because it's just the right size I need. But if you don't have this, use a regular ironing tool. Hot glue, and now we're going to start gluing. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue here on the edge. Let me put something darker here so you might see better. So I'm going to put this petal on top. I'm going to put a little bit of glue here. You don't have to go all the way up, and overlap. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on all my petals. A little bit of glue, not too much, and I'm going to overlap. And while I'm overlapping, I'm already giving this motion to my flower, so it's got to stay like this one. So I'm going to do this to all my petals. Okay, this is my last petal. And now you've got the main shape of your flower here. That goes on top on this piece here, the green, I'm going to call the leaf. And because it's a bit too plain for me, I'm going to use a stylus. And I'm going to make, maybe this one is too thin. Be careful when you do this not to push too hard because you're going to go through your foam. So I'm going to try and see with this shape, maybe, oh yeah, that one is going to be better. And I'm going to make some veins here for my petal, what I'm going to call leaf. Can you see this? I think now you see it a bit better. So something very easy just to give it a bit more interest. I'm going to do this to, let me zoom in if you can see a little better. It depends on the light. And my last petal here. I love foam. I'm in love with foam. Okay, can you see this a little better now? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So now what you can do, you can leave it flat like this, but I like to give it a bit more dimension, like on this one here. You can see the leaves are a little bit, you know, has a little bit of motion to it. It looks a bit more realistic. This one is raising up. So we're going to do the same thing here, and I'm going to go back. Okay, and I'm going to use this tool, and I'm going to heat up just the place where I want to give it a little shape. So I'm going to use this piece here, not too much, put the temperature on low, and I'm going to use my stylus, you can use a pen, to give it some kind of emotion. And you hold it on like this just a few seconds, and when it's cooling down, it's going to get its shape. Can you see this now? Okay, so this is something I want to have more or less on all my petals, and it might discolor a little bit. It makes your foam with a little bit more color, but when your flower is going to be on top, you won't even be able to see it that much, and it fades away after a while. So this is supposed to be on low temp. I've got mine set on really low, and I'm even going to put it lower, not more. And I am even going to crease it a little more here. Just a few seconds. And there you have it, one facing down, one facing up. I think I went a little bit too low, but don't burn your foam. And I'm going to pinch this one a little bit. Keep it up and pinch. That's good. And the last one, put it down again. There you go. With a little bit more amplitude, much more movement, maybe. Yeah, that's great. I like it. And you should know that when you do this, your foam is shrinking a little bit, and it's also getting stiffer. So that's a good thing. So now I am going to be able to put my flower on here, and if you wanted to, and that's what I'm going to do just a tiny bit, is I'm also giving a little shape to my petals here. Just not much. I'm really not doing too much, just a little bit, so that my flower seems to be even more open. Just a bit. And I've got a glue string somewhere in the middle. Okay, there you have it. So now I'm going to be able to stick this onto my leaf. Dab of glue. I'm centering it, but if you want to offset it, that will be nice too. That's good. And now here I have put a handle here. I'm not sure if I still want to do that because it's kind of hiding a little bit my basket, depending on how you look at it. So I might do something different here, but before I want to put some embellishments here on the side. I think it's a bit too empty. So let me see, I'm going to use these flowers, and I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm going to help myself with a big sponge here, and with my stylus I'm going to press it down onto my sponge, let go, and there you have it. So this was this. Okay, so it kind of shrinked a lot, and it's going to stay in place. So I really think it's cute. I might put one here something different that I have done before. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to do a couple of these. 1, 2, 3. Let it go. And press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up and let it go. Okay, the more you press, the more it's going to close. If you have less pressure, it's going to stay a little more open. And let's see, I've got also this shape I'm going to try as well. 1, 2, 3, up, let go. This is so fun, and also I think it's quite relaxing. I think it's the material, it's very soft. Oh, this one is cute as well. Isn't that cute? Okay, and I think I'm going to do another one. I've got this one here. I really like the shape of these. Okay, down and press. And if you're not happy with it, you can always come back, put a little more heat, and do it again. So I might put 2 or 3 here together. Let me see. Maybe just 2 or 3. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to start with 2. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue here. I don't want to put too much. It's not always easy to know where to stop. But, and one a little bit. Let's put it here. Maybe like this. 2 facing. Yeah, I think I like it this way. Might put a third one on the back, but we're not going to see it that much. And maybe I'm going to put a bigger flower here. So I'm going to go for this one, which is the same shape but in smaller than this flower. And I'm going to close it, not completely. I'm not pressing that hard that it's going to completely close on itself, but I think this is quite good. And I am going to put it on the opposite side. So I'm going to put it here, and I might even put this one in the center like this. Okay, I think it's going to be good. And you could put more embellishments if you wanted to. So I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue in here because it's making like a little cup. And put this one in the center. There you have it. I'm going to keep it simple. I don't want to fuss with this too much. And I'm kind of going to put it on the side, not completely like this, just a bit on the side. I think it's going to be more interesting. And yeah, I'm going to put it here this way. So this is how it looks. And I think I'm going to call it good for this decoration. You can put more again if you want. Now concerning my little handle here, yeah, if you hear something, it's my little kitty. She's starting to be hungry, so let's see what we're going to do for her. And I'm going to cut a little piece of green again for the handle. I don't think I'm going to put it the same way. So it's going to give you even another kind of option, and this is a bit too large for me. So I'm just eyeballing it. I'm not measuring anything here. I just want something thinner to match my flower, and I think I need something that is going on the side a little bit. So I was thinking of this is maybe too small. Maybe the handle is better. Let me see. I'm going to cut another piece that is longer this time. I'm going to go all the way up. I had something in my mind and I really want to try it. And if it's not good, I will change again my mind. I haven't glued anything down yet, so I just want to make some tries. And this is not really nice looking here. Yeah, I'm coming. Just a minute, honey. And I'm going to do something like this. Doesn't make sense, does it? If I do something like that, it doesn't mean anything. So I think if I make my handle just thinner than this one, I'm going to be even more happier. So maybe thinner and longer as well, so I'll see my flower. I think that's a good one. I like it. You see, sometimes it takes nothing just to think a little bit about it. I'm going to put my handles on this side where I don't have my flowers, and on the outside a little bit of glue. My handle is much longer than on my other one, and it's also thinner, and I think I'm going to like it better. See how longer it is? The flower is the same, but the handle is much longer and also much thinner. I think it's going to be even nicer. And I'm going to put another flower like I did on the other one here, and I'm going to make my flower, or maybe two, let's see, smaller as well. Because my handle is smaller, I need to put a smaller flower. So should I make it pink or should I make it red? Maybe both. Yeah. Why not? Maybe both. Yes, and I will put maybe something in the middle of my flowers. Just here on the side. Oh, isn't that cute? I love it. Or maybe just one is enough. I don't want to put two. I usually prefer odd numbers, but she seems alone. So I'm going to put another one facing it slightly in another direction. And I do have glue strings, don't worry. Sometimes they drive me a little crazy. I need something in here, so what I'm going to put, I love doing this. Something in the middle of my flowers, like peeking outside, and I'm just cutting a piece here, make it really thin on the top, and I'm going to try to make it go outside here. Give it a little bit of a direction. I hope you'll be able to see this. I'm bending this little piece here, just a scrap piece. Let's see, I think it's still a bit big. Oh, I need smaller scissors. I'm going to use these. Yes, much better. Oh, yes. So I'm going to use these two. Yes, exactly. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue here. I know it's really tiny. Not even sure I can see much. I think I'm running out of light. Oh, I'm so sorry. And I'm going to put one here. Suddenly it's been dark outside. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other flower. And if it's too long, I'll trim it down. Here on this flower. Keep it there. It's a bit long maybe. Oh, but I like it. It's something unusual. And yeah, I'm going to trim it a little bit. Looks like a little nose. And even if these flowers do not exist, I don't mind. I'm creating my own. And there you have it. Look at these. Aren't they cute? And this is a little, whoops, foam basket. Isn't this nice? I just love it. Sorry for the light. And it's so easy to do. It didn't take a long time. I do chat a lot because I want to give you all the information you need. So I don't know, which one do you prefer? This one, maybe because of the color as well, because it's red. and you've got a big flower. I do think that this one looks even cuter because this is thinner. I think it makes a big difference because the rest of it is very similar. And again, you could change the shape of the flower by using different petals, but there you have it. So please, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave me your comments. Tell me which one you prefer. I'm really interested of the color and your taste as well. And give me some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and share, because sharing is caring. Thank you very much for being here, and see you soon. Bye bye. Have a great day.